Once there was a homeschool mom who loved books and nature and God. She created her dream language arts curriculum for her own kids, and then she shared it for free online. She called it The Good and the Beautiful. People loved it because it was filled with nature and beauty. It used wholesome literature, it was academically thorough, it was open and go, and it was easy to teach. Eventually, hundreds of thousands of children across the world used the curriculum. And it's still free.
Hello, I'm Jenny Phillips, the founder of The Good and the Beautiful. Homeschooling can foundationally and wonderfully change families and the lives of children. That is why we work so hard and offer much of our homeschool curriculum for free. We are leading a movement to return children to a love of wholesome literature that strengthens families and creates beautiful hearts and minds. Is The Good and the Beautiful a match for you? I'll explain briefly how our curriculum works, and then I'll outline the unique Good and Beautiful homeschool approach and philosophy to homeschooling. Our curriculum is faith-based from a completely non-denominational Christian viewpoint that focuses not on doctrine, but on basic principles such as kindness, faith, honesty, and acknowledgement of God's majesty. These are all things that unite Christians. Our curriculum creators and reviewers have backgrounds in over 20 different Christian denominations, and each one of our 6 directors of curriculum development has a different Christian background. Our company is an example of how Christians with differing backgrounds and beliefs can work together on common ground to do good in the world and to uplift and strengthen children and families. Our complete K-8 math and language arts courses are free to download, and our physical items are available to purchase at very budget-friendly prices. With The Good and the Beautiful, some subjects are done individually and some are done family style. For example, each child does his or her own level of language arts and math. This allows children to progress as fast or slowly as needed in these foundational subjects. History and science are designed to be quick but effective family-style courses, which allow the family the precious opportunity to learn, explore, and discuss together, and to eliminate the time, cost, and energy to teach a different science and history course to each child. So what is the philosophy behind The Good and the Beautiful? You might find this interesting. Although some of our curriculum is inspired by the best parts of Charlotte Mason, classical, traditional, and unit study philosophies, we do not strictly follow any of these philosophies. Our large piloting programs help us determine what works best for most children to excel academically. We do not follow Common Core, but we have a thorough list of standards to meet for each course. These standards meet or exceed most national and state standards. Then we continue to refine our lessons with pilot families until we can make each lesson fun and easy for children to learn and parents to teach. Real parents and children guide our curriculum development process rather than set, rigid philosophies or extreme approaches. Because our curriculum is so balanced and does not lean toward any extremes in homeschooling, hundreds of thousands of families with different views on education have found The Good and the Beautiful a wonderful match for their homeschool. But there are certain underlying strong goals that our curriculum rests upon. Here are the 5 pillars of The Good and the Beautiful approach. The first pillar is increasing appreciation for God, family, nature, and wholesome art and literature. Homeschool is not just about checking off all the subjects to be taught each day. It's about shaping the child's heart and mind, and above all, leading them closer to God. The character they develop in their relationships with God is the most important part of education. Thus, our curriculum is rich with nature, beautiful art, and literature that supports faith, character building, and strong families. The books a child reads during his or her childhood will have one of the most profound influences in the child's life, and thus we place a strong emphasis on learning to love and appreciate powerful, uplifting literature. Pillar number 2 is structured, strong academics. We take education seriously at The Good and the Beautiful. It's important that learning is fun and creative while also being academically solid and thorough. We have found that children thrive on structure and that intentional and planned curriculum that is thorough and academically robust, when done in the right way, does not kill creativity or individuality, but strengthens it, while leaving no holes in your child's academic foundation. Pillar number 3 is easy, reduced teaching time. A wonderful thing about The Good and the Beautiful curriculum is that you do not need teaching experience or knowledge in any particular area to give your child a strong academic education. Our lessons are open and go, so you aren't overwhelmed with so many things to do and prepare. We maximize learning by teaching multiple concepts in each activity or lesson, reducing busy work and teaching time so that you and your child have time for the many other opportunities that homeschool brings. Pillar number 4 is affordable curriculum. No one should be kept from homeschooling with a top quality faith-based curriculum because of a limited budget. All of our thorough, high-quality K-8 math and language arts courses are free to download or inexpensive to purchase. Pillar number 5 is what I talked about earlier. Our curriculum is balanced, avoiding extremes, and not boxing ourselves into one method of teaching. If we were to explain our approach in 2 words, these words would be, what works? We use pilot families to refine and discover what really works. What works to make learning joyful? What works in teaching strong academics? What works to help children become good writers and good thinkers? What works to help children appreciate wholesome, top-quality literature? What works to bring children closer to God and to their families? The answers to those questions is how we form our curriculum. Watch the videos linked below to learn more about each of the subjects that we offer and to download our free curriculum today. Join us on our mission as we make faith-based homeschooling easy and inexpensive and help children to learn, recognize, appreciate, and seek out what is good and beautiful in literature, learning, and life.